on? Yeah. All right, let me just pop something here into the comments. And let's see, I'm going to pin that comment, and we are on. All right, I'm going to pop this into the little holder here, and we'll get going like official. All right, what's up, Assassins? Phil Shahbaz here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to kill a little bit of time as people find the live stream. I'm going to show you first, answer a few questions that I've gotten. First, I'm going to show you a few of the things I'm going to be signing. Of course, we got the cover print. Is a favorite, obviously. And then we got the blending. Altair blending, which I love. This was awesome. This is like a first for a game. It's so cool. We got the Crouch. Altair about to take his leap of faith. And then what else we got? We've got the Strike coming down on a Templar, which is exactly how I like it. And we signing a few of those. Gonna be signing, I call this the Side Strike. This one's pretty cool. It's got like an emotional thing to it. Love it. I'm signing those. And then also we got the Profile Strike. This is one of my favorites because there's so much space on the side to actually write in a lot of color. A lot of space when I do the symbol. That one's pretty cool. And then, of course, I got the cover pot that we'll be signing as well. It's actually hard to find now. It's elusive. I tried to get on recently and tried to buy some more, and it's really hard to find right now. Bummer is that I could not do any send-ins this time around. Hopefully next time. I know you want that vaulted pop sign. A lot of folks want that vaulted pop sign. I want to get it done for you, and that will eventually come. Hopefully I'll see it at a con at some point. But here's where I wanted to start. So before I start signing, as a fan, you mean a lot to me. And I mean that. That's not hyperbole. The reason I say that is because, so I grew up in Chicago till I was about like 10 years old. And then my parents moved us to Central California. And I've got a brother, but he's 10 years younger than me. And so we both almost were like raised as only children. I mean, till I was 10, I was like raised as an only child. So in Chicago, Rogers Park, North Side, I just had like my imagination. So I found baseball, I found the White Sox, TV, just sort of sitting there playing with Legos by myself, and I found Star Wars. Star Wars is a big deal to me. If you've seen any of my videos, you know how much I love Star Wars. And if I love Star Wars, that means I love Indiana Jones, and I love Lord of the Rings, and I love Assassin's Creed, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. All those things are super important to me. And if you love Assassin's Creed, you probably like those things as well. But that's what I had when I was growing up. And so that constant in my life was always Star Wars. Like in the 90s, when nobody was talking about Star Wars, I was just like trying to chase down Star Wars toys. I was going into like antique stores or comic book stores, wherever I'd go, whatever town I'd be in, trying to find Star Wars toys. It wasn't until like 1998 when the prequels came out that there was any Star Wars stuff anywhere. But I was always searching for it and looking for it. And then about that time, a bunch of the old cast of Star Wars and some of the new cast of Star Wars started signing autographs. And the first Star Wars celebration happened in like 97 or 98. And I went to that Star Wars celebration in Denver in the pouring rain. And that was sort of the first time I was able to get Star Wars autographs. And so I used to chase autographs, Star Wars autographs. And so there was like a 3 or 4 year period where I tried to get to as many conventions as possible. I tried to get to, I got to LA in 96 and I started attending San Diego Comic-Con in 1996. And so I wanted Star Wars autographs. And I know like you're paying for your autograph and you're paying for this moment with this person that means something to you. And that moment is important. And I wanted to like if I could have like a meaningful moment with somebody, that was special. It was more special than the autograph. And so there are times where like, you know, the actor might not have been interested, just wanted to sign the autograph and just move on. And there was other times where like I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who played Porkins was like the best. He messed around and talked, and he remembered my name after the signing was done, and that was just so awesome. And so when I started this, and this is only really like the first year, like officially, that I've been signing, I wanted to make sure that if I got in front of fans that I had the best sort of moment I could and just approach it appreciatively, and give you the same kind of experience that I wanted when I was looking for autographs. And so that's what I want to do. It's sort of, obviously we're on a live stream here, but my hope is that you feel like this means something to me, because it does. And I love Assassin's Creed. It means a lot to me. You might be thinking, well, how come this is like the first year? I mean, it is. It's like the first official year that I've been sort of out there on the socials and getting with fans. This is like my third event. Hopefully there's a lot more to come. I've only done one event, and that was like 6 or 7 years ago in the UK. If you're from the UK, I went to the MCM Expo in East London, and that was it was incredible. I could not believe the Assassin's Creed fans at the MCM Expo in London. I mean, like, the cosplay was incredible. Like moms with their Assassin's Creed novelizations wanting autographs. Moms who'd made the cosplay for their kids coming to the convention with their kids. It was incredible. Had the most amazing time. It's really the one time I've been able to get out with fans up until this past year. And I'm not going to get into it completely, but the reason is because, one of my boys, one of my kids in about 2010 was just diagnosed with a really tough illness. And he went through several years of treatment. We were in and out of hospitals, and then it just got worse after that. So long story short, it's been over a decade where my wife and I have been living in the hospital with this kid. And it wasn't until just around the end of the pandemic where all of a sudden, like, he's doing good. It's like peacetime in my house. For a lot of those years, I was booked out in sort of LA language or Hollywood language. Booked out is like when you call your agent and say you're not available to audition. And so if you look at my IMDb, there's like a whole 7 or 8 years where there's nothing there. And that's because we were just in the hospital so much. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't get out with fans, much less get out for auditions and do stuff. And so it really wasn't until post-pandemic that he started to do a lot better. And then I made it a goal that in January, now it's finally the time to start connecting with Assassin's Creed fans. And what I'm going to do is continue to do that this year and up into the next few years. I really want to get back to the UK. I know UK fans are super passionate, and I want to get out there with you. And then also, like, I get a lot of DMs from folks all over the country. I want to get out with you. But for now, it's right here on Streamily. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to start signing. Start with the VIPs on the Streamily site. Keep this in mind. During this live stream, you are more than welcome to purchase something. I will get it in real time, and I will sign it for you right here. So everything is live. So we're going to start out. The first one we're going to start out with is I don't know who this is from, but you are a Streamily VIP if you're on the live stream here, and it says you pick the quote. And so I got to go with my personal favorite is never compromise the brotherhood. So I'm going to give you that one, never compromise the brotherhood. I'm going to use a different pen here. Signing on the cover print. All right. And I wish I could talk while I do this, but like, I can't multitask that well. I mean, I'm a pretty good multitasker, but this is like difficult because you want to like get it right, you know? Look at this thing. See, you know what? This is why you got to be so careful. I got to do this one over again for you, pal. Look at this. Thing's leaking all over the place. That's why you have extras, just in case. That's what happens. I'm going to switch pens here, and I'm going to have to try it again on the very first one. Let me see here through these comments. I don't even know, like, oh, look at this. Let's see what we got here. UK cons are amazing. Oh, thank you. I want to come back for sure. Family first, absolutely right. I hope you do the same. Let's see here. Congrats everyone who won. Yeah, you guys, I can't believe the turnout on the giveaway was so awesome. David Woodward. Yeah, man. This dude is like Assassin's Creed, like legit right here. For sure. Okay, I'm gonna keep signing here. All right, so let's see if this pen doesn't leak. All right, let's try it again. Never compromise the brotherhood. All right. Let's see if we can get this done right. All right. And I know some of you have had some questions, and I'm going to try and answer those questions before the live stream is over. But here's the first one. Never compromise the brotherhood. Altair. All right, let's go to the next one. The next VIP in the... okay, so next one is going to Paul. Also with the cover print. Mr. Shahbaz, can you please write Altair's quote, "Nothing is true, everything is permitted," as well as his signature? I'd be extremely grateful. You got it, my friend. Paul, thank you so much for jumping on and grabbing one of these. Super thankful that you're a fan, my friend. I'm going to go in blue on this one here. All right. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Now, if there's any UK fans out there, I was actually in your neighborhood for 2 weeks. Just got back home on Sunday. And let's see here. To Paul. And I was in Scotland because one of my boys plays in a bagpipe band. That's right, like one of 2 bagpipe bands in the entire country. And his team made the World Bagpipe Band Competition in Glasgow, Scotland. So we went with him and got to see all of Scotland for the first time. There it is. Paul, thank you so much, man. Hope you like it. I think it pops. All right, man. Thanks again, Paul. Let's go to the next one here. All right, so I don't have a name on this one. This is number 6. Hi, Philip. Could you quote this picture with "No matter how thick the night, I will always be there to light your way"? You got it, my friend. And this one's going with the Crouch. So yeah, so we're in Scotland for the first time. And like went all over. Like he had a competition in North Berwick, Perth. We were stationed in Glasgow. They played outside Stirling Castle. It was incredible. Had so much fun. And I have a cousin that lives in Manchester, so we ducked out to Manchester for a couple days. Had a blast there. And I'm a big Premier League fan for the UK fans. And my team is Liverpool. But couldn't get to Liverpool. And so we took a tour of Man City. If you're a Premier League fan, this hand touched the seat that Erling Haaland sits on in his locker room. This hand right here. That Man City, it was amazing. Tour was amazing. Got to sit in the seat where Pep sits. Unbelievable. Love to the UK fans. All right. Number 6, no matter how thick the night. All right. Thick. The night. I will always be there. To light your way. Love that quote, my friend. Love it. All right. You know, and if you're in the East Coast, I've been to the East Coast several times. Like I was raised in Chicago, and then my parents moved like when I was 10 years old to Central California. I went to college, uni, up in Washington before coming down to LA in 96, and I've been here ever since. But because of the pandemic, my kids didn't get that like here in the States during 8th grade, they've got like an 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip. And they couldn't go. They had to miss it. So we took our kids to D.C., Boston, New York, and it was an incredible trip. And here's number 6. No matter how thick the night, I will always be there to light your way. Thank you, my friend. I don't know what your name is, but I hope you love it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming on Streamily. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, Austin. Always got to have love for the OG assassin. Austin, thank you. That means a lot to me, the OG assassin. It's like the Sam Jackson of assassins. Probably not, but I like that. If you could please write any quote down, thanks for helping to start off a long-lasting franchise. You are welcome, Austin. It is a long-lasting franchise. I love this franchise. Austin has picked the cover pot, or the cover print. And let's see here. I'm going to start with some red. Let's see. We actually want red. All right. And I'm going to do, since we haven't gotten this one yet, it's not OG Assassin's Creed without nothing is true. Everything is permitted. All right, let's do that one. Let's see. Do you want a personalized Austin? It does say make it out to Austin. All right. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Let me just see here. All right. All right. As I was saying, it was in the East Coast, Boston, New York, Pennsylvania. We had an incredible trip. Got to go to see the Boston Red Sox for the first time. Got to see the Yankees in the Bronx for the first time. That was awesome. And have had a bunch of fans from the East Coast talking about all kinds of cons in the East Coast. I'd love to get to those cons. And hang out with you guys. All right, Austin. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Austin, I hope you dig, my friend. Thank you so much for grabbing one of these off Streamily. Thank you for being a fan, man. And I like that. The OG Assassin. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love, my friend. All right. Let's see here. Let's put that there. All right, next one. Next VIP. Gleb. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Also on the cover. Going to Gleb. I'll give you a different color this time. Why don't we go with, let's see. Let's go with gold. I like the gold. You good with the gold, dude? Gleb. All right. I'm going to check the comments, see what kind of questions you guys got coming here. Just give me a second here. I want to get this right. Is permitted. Let's see here. Different gold here, see if I can get that signature. Yeah, there we go. All right. Gleb. Gold, Gleb. Gold, buddy. Hope you like it, my friend. Thank you for being a fan. Thanks for popping on Streamily and grabbing this. Let's look at the comments here real quick. I gotta like reach over this thing. What do we got here? Went to GalaxyCon. Pretty good one on the East Coast. I've heard of this. Yes. I've completed Assassin's Creed 2007. It's a really fantastic game. Really love it. Dude, Assassin's Creed was a game changer. Game changer. Like before Assassin's Creed, let's see. We'll see Altair return in the franchise. I think bringing back Altair will revitalize it. I'll bet your opinion. Hey, the TC Chul, I don't know how to say that, but dude, hey, I like where you're going. I like where your head's at. Love that I'm a Liverpool fan. You got 10 minutes from Liverpool. Dave, what's up? I love that. Let's see here. Okay, now we've got Justin Long. Justin Long would like to see you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your God. And for the request for the symbol, if you want first symbol request, I would like it. And thanks for all your hard work on Altair. You got it, my friend. You got it. First strike print, going to Justin Long. Let's see, no color requested, but I'm going to go on this strike print. You want it to pop, so I want to go with the red on this one. Let's see. And this is a great print, by the way, for this quote. That is a great print. Let's see here. Justin. You'll be safe now. Held in V. Arms. You get like insecure, like you've said this thing a million times, but then you want to like double check. Of your God. Love it, man. Love it. And he wants the symbol. I'm going to go with the symbol in blue. I hope you're okay with that. I think it'll look cool if it's in blue. Let's go with that blue. And it takes a little bit of time, but I like doing it. And I think fans like it as well. So here it is. So one of the questions I get is, so like during that time, that, decade where, we were taking care of my son, was I doing anything at all? And I was. So what I learned was, one of the things I could do, and I could do from home, was commercial voiceover stuff. And so during that time, I did a lot of commercial voiceover. I think like the last show I booked, TV show I booked, and that's where I started. I started as a TV actor, wanting to act for the screen, which is still, something I love and have been doing a lot of recently. And but with commercial voiceover, I could just audition from home. And if I booked something, like the jobs like did not take long. Like you book like a Michelob Ultra spot, 2 45-second spots for the radio, and you're done real quick. And so it's different. Voice is different. Like Assassin's Creed, when I first did Assassin's Creed, that was like 4 different auditions. Like every dude with a Middle Eastern accent in LA was there, right? And, it was like the audition process was like over several weeks. Once I booked it, the job was like 4 4-hour days in order to actually finish recording. With commercial voiceover, you can get done really quick. And so because my son was sick and we were at the hospital so much, that's what I did. I did a ton of commercial voiceover. And just get this, dude, I think, Justin, I think you're going to love this. This turned out really, really cool. Look at that, buddy. What do you think, Justin? I hope you like it. That Altair, I like to replicate the spike with the 2 A's. Hope you like it, brother. Thank you, Justin. Thanks for being a fan. Thanks for coming on the Streamily. Appreciate it, man. Let's go to the next one here. I don't have a name, but it's supposed to be made out to Altair ibn Ahad, or Altair ibn Ahad. Only a mind free of impediment is capable of grasping the chaotic beauty of the world. This is our greatest asset. That's a great one, dude. And this fan has chosen the crouch position. And so I think I'm going to do this one. Why don't we go silver on this one? Yeah, let's go silver. So I did a lot of commercial voiceover, and it's, it was fine. It's not like my favorite thing. I'm super thankful for it. It's not my favorite thing. I love you back, Lucid Vid. Altair was the best assassin. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I like Ezio too, but Altair was the best. It's just not my favorite because you're sort of sitting there by yourself. There's like people in a conference room, like in one state, and then the marketing department in another state, and like clients, and everybody wants you to, do things that you like. It's hard for people to get a consensus on what they want. So it can be, it doesn't feel like when you're doing voice for something like this, or when you're doing something for TV or film or whatever. But it is funny though, like when you're watching TV and you see a Selsun Blue commercial, and all of a sudden it's your voice after you've been like watching commercials for years. I got a lot of folks asking if I played the game, or when I played the game, the original Assassin's Creed, and I did. It took me a while to get to it, though. Let me just get this right, guys. Only a mind free of impediment. I mean, how often do you can't blame me for looking on that one. I don't get this one very often, but I do like it. It's a good call, my friend. Free of impediment is able to grasp the chaotic beauty of the world. All right. And I'm going to sign it down here. And he wants the full name, Altair ibn Ahad. And there you go, my friend. There's the full name right there, buddy. Full name. Thank you for being a fan. Thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for coming out on Streamily. Let's see what we got here. Amr Hosini 2007. Can you write this? Nothing is true. Everything with blue marker. I'd like to see it, please. Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best, man. If somebody's purchased that, I will do it. I'm going to do my best. Have you kept playing the Creed games after your one? Okay, so that's what I'm going to answer here. So I did play the initial game, and it took me a while to get to it because it's a weird thing. It's like you're like, you know, when you watch a TV show like that you're on or something, like it's done and it's over and you just put it away, right? It's done. But with the game, it's like you're living with it for how many days, and like it's just an insecure thing to play your own game. So I did finally get to it, and I played it, and then it finally, like, I was able to, like, get out of my own head and just, like, enjoy the game. And I was like, dude, this game, and of course, you know, I recorded it, and I was like, this is like serious. This is a serious game. Remember the game trailer? It was like groundbreaking. I could not believe that game trailer. And I knew that Assassin's Creed was going to change the games for video games. That game trailer set a new standard. The leap of faith, the blending, the way you went in for a kill, how serious the story was, all to me seemed super, super special and different. And so I played that, and then I played Assassin's Creed 2. I mean, that's Roger Craig Smith. That dude is a freaking legend, right? And Ezio is awesome, and that was the last one I played because my son got sick shortly after that. So I did not play video games for a really, really long time. Now, I love video games and can get lost in video games, and one of the things I want to do is get a PS5 and jump back into it, which I'm probably going to do. But now I got to compete with my kids. They're always playing their video games now. But I do love it and can get addicted really, really quickly. Let's see. Next person, Mitch. Hello, Mr. Shahbaz. Can you please add, our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise. Amen. Love that, man. Love that. We're going to do this one in blue. For Mitch. Let's see. Creed command us to free. So much wisdom out of this game, right? Like, all these years you were playing Assassin's Creed, you didn't realize you were learning all these life lessons, right? I get that kind of stuff all the time. Like, I learned so much from this character, or like, I'm trying to teach my kids this or that. It's super cool. Just to see how fans have been influenced by Assassin's Creed in the way I was by Star Wars. Be wise. Great quote, Mitch. And there you go, bud. Hope you like it, Mitch. I think it looks pretty cool, man. Great quote, great quote, great quote. Put that there, let it dry. All right, let's go on to Yvonne. Yvonne, nothing is true. Everything is permitted with the Assassin's Creed logo. Going with the blending. Where's the blending? Here it is. Right here. Yvonne is going with this one right here. And I think in red, it'll pop the best. So we'll do that. And let's see what else. We're playing Valhalla and not knowing that most characters are real people based from history. Assassin's Creed, the writers don't mess around on Assassin's Creed for sure. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Hey, I try and make them clear. The TC Hull. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but you're awesome. You're always saying, you're always reaching out. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, try and make them clear. Like I said, I tried, the way I would want to get it, right? So, Yvonne. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. And there you go, Yvonne. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Hope you like it, brother. Thank you for being a fan. Means a lot to me, dude. I'll let that dry, and let's go to the next one here. Let's see, what was the hardest line you had to record? That's a great question, and I don't remember. You know why I don't remember? Is because I booked the job, and was super excited. And it's not like, you've got like a month with the script in front of you, and you get to research it, you get to underline, I want to say this way, or I'm thinking this is my justification, doing all your actors' work on every line, right? You just sort of show up, and they just plop down 365 pages in front of you, and are like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get going. That's how, that's how it goes. And so you just start recording, right? And so it all sort of turns into a blur a little bit until you're able to come back like where you're at now and play the game and see these quotes and see what they mean to people, right? That sort of, it just was like a blur. In fact, it's funny how like I just did like a month's worth of shooting in April, and like you spend all this time memorizing and like getting all this stuff down and making it a part of you so you know it and so you live it when you perform it. And then all of a sudden it's like out of your head. But like you're trained as an actor, like do the job, move forward. Do the job, move forward. Especially in auditions, or else you're going to drive yourself crazy if you're auditioning and you're thinking, oh, is somebody going to call me? Am I going to get the part? What's going to happen? No, it's like you got to do it and you got to move on. This one here, it was massive. It was 365 pages. And so I don't recall. All right, next one, blending. Caitlin Amos. Caitlin, thanks for being a fan. Thanks for jumping on the Streamily and purchasing something. No special instructions. I'm going to go back to, let's see. Oh, you know what I'm going to do for you, Caitlin? I'm going to give you one of my favorites. Never Compromise the Brotherhood is like my favorite. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Always hide in plain sight. Never compromise the brotherhood. I love that string of lines because it's like protect and care for the vulnerable. Stay humble. And never like always be loyal to your friends. Always be loyal to the people around you. So that's like the one that's like stuck with me the most. But there's one that Connor on the giveaway requested. Give me names and I'll give you blood. That's just an awesome quote. That's an awesome quote. So that's what I'm going to give you, Caitlin. So here we go, Caitlin. Katlyn. And I'm actually go blue to red blue. I think this one will look cool. Okay. So let's see here. Give me names. I'll give you, and I'm going to do the blood in red. That'll look cool. I'll come back to this, do that right there, and then I'm going to do this in red. I just think it looks awesome. All right, Caitlin. There it is. Hope you feel like that looks cool. Caitlin, thank you for being a fan. Appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on the Streamily. Let's see here. Okay, now we got a nothing is true, everything is permitted. I think somebody wanted me to do this in blue and see what it looks like. Let's see here. Amber Hosen 2007. Multi-tier Assassin's Creed remake. It would be awesome. I appreciate it, Amir. Thank you, man. Appreciate it so much. All right. This is the cover. I'm going to do this one in red. Now, I did have a question. What was the question here? Let's see. Chad Eisenhower. I don't know if you're still on the stream. Ask me a couple questions while I'm signing this. The first question is, have I met Francisco Randez, who was the model for Altair? I have not. they keep the actors and the models separate, Zoolander style. I don't know. I never met him. When I booked the part, everything was done. I mean, even the game trailer was done. And so that had all been done. And like, I don't know if you don't know this, typically casting is like the last thing that a production will do. I mean, it's the very last thing. And so by the time I got there, everything is designed, everything's finished, everything is completed. I got to see animatics in the room to get an idea of what it would be like, and then the game trailer. So I did not get a chance. I've never had a chance to meet him, but I'd like to. That'd be awesome. Handsome dude is permitted. All right. All right. I don't have a name on this one, but nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Hope you like it, bud. Thank you for being a fan. So that was the first question that Chad had. But then Chad is asking me a fair question. Why didn't I voice Altair in Revelations? A couple things, Chad. Number one, it could have been because I was just unavailable. That's one thing. Certainly it was during the time when, stuff was going on with my son. But it's also very likely they just chose to replace me. I don't know. And if they did, that's fair enough. This kind of thing, like, happens all the time. I've replaced other actors before in different productions. They brought someone else in for Revelation. I don't know if it was that they replaced me or my son was sick, but either way, it's fair enough. Super thankful that I got to do this in the first place. And hey, if they ever make a remake, I'm around. I'm ready to go. Let Ubisoft know. Next one is Sydney. Give me names and I'll give you blood. In red, please, and underline the blood. I will do that for you, Sydney. Great quote. Just did that one. Love it. Sydney, thank you for being a fan. With the strike print. Let's see here. And I'll give you blood. All right. All right, Sydney, give me names and I'll give you blood. There you go, Sydney. Hope you like it, Sydney. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, hashtag remake Assassin's Creed 1 for sure. Brandon Bridle, our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise. Love it. Love it, my friend. Thank you, Sydney. Thanks for being a fan. Let's go to the next one here. We got a pop. Darren wants pop. Let's see here. All right, Darren. Could you please write Speak Sense Templar or none at all? Could you also draw the creed symbol in the corner in red? Speak Sense Templar or none at all. Now, Darren, it says make it out to Darren. I don't know if you're on this stream or not, but I don't know if you want me to write your name on the pop or not. Typically, folks don't want the pops personalized. Darren, are you out there? Let me know. I'm not sure. It's like my gut tells me to not write your name on this. So just in case you want to PSA it or something like that. Not sure if you're on here, Darren. But I'll tell you what. I'm gonna set it aside for a second, dude, and see if you pop on the live stream. If not, I'll just sign it the way you asked. But I'll go to the next one here real quick. I don't know who this one's from, but this is the cover. Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree. In blue, red, auto. Great quote. It's a long quote. My writing's a little bit big. I'm going to have to let's see, I have to come to San Antonio, Texas. I'd love to come to San Antonio. I was actually in Texas been in Texas a lot shooting, just outside of Dallas. All right. Men must. Let me just get this here. Be free to do what they believe. It is not a right. I wish I could write some of this and talk at the same time, but it's hard to punish one for thinking they do no matter. Some wisdom here. How much we disagree. And blue, red auto. All right. And red auto. And here you go. Got that quote in. Big quote. Big red auto. Great choice. Don't know what your name is, but thank you for being a fan. Let's see. Did Darren happen to... What's my favorite Assassin's Creed games? Is that a trick question? It's the original. It's the OG. It's the one that started it all. I mean, I don't know if you remember. Maybe you don't remember. But before Assassin's Creed, it was Prince of Persia. And the games were they were awesome. I mean, I played some Prince of Persia, but they were still a little bit animated, right? They weren't like Assassin's Creed was the first serious take on a video game. And so it was it set a new standard, right? And so the original, I'm also a fan of the original Star Wars. So what do we, that's where I'm at. What are you gonna do? Let's see here. but 2 is awesome as well. I think first three are, those are the ones. Okay, so Darren, I'm going to do this for you, and I'm going to do it in blue on the pop. So Darren, speak sense. Templar. Or none at all. And Darren wants the symbol in the corner in red. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, here we go. On a pop. You know what I need that I don't have? Is I just want like an Assassin's Creed t-shirt with just the symbol on it. Because this symbol is sick. It's so cool. All right, and then symbol in red. All right, I'm gonna show that to you in a second. And then you know what? You didn't say what the autograph should be in. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do it in white because on these pops, the white looks so cool. It looks so awesome. So I'm gonna do this in white. I hope you like it. Because I think it looks so cool. Only problem is this pen leaked a little bit, so I'm gonna have to do this over again. I mean, there's a way to fix it, but... Okay, Darren, I might have to do this over again for you, but... Let's see, I don't want this to run. It's going to run. Okay, I'll show this to you in a second. But I might have to do it over again. See, I shouldn't have gone with the white, even though the white looks awesome. Let's see what else we got. Vault Pop signed at the same time. The sketchy dude cover pop is amazing. Might have to do both. Hey, that's awesome. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's leave that for a second, and then let's see. Let's go to the next one, and the crouch. So let's go with the crouch. I don't know who I'm writing this to, but it's nothing is true, everything is permitted. I'm gonna go in red. Let's see here. All right. All right, nothing is true, everything is permitted. And I think this is the last one I've got for today, unless, let me just refresh and see if there's anything else that's come in. There are some more that have come in. So let's see here. Let's go to the bottom here. Templar. Okay. Let's see here. Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not right to punish one thing what they do in blue, red, auto. I think I already did that one. I believe it is not all right to punish one for thinking about how much they do. So actually, let me just do some business here. No, Nolan North. Good question. I didn't work closely with Nolan North because when you record, I should have marked these as complete. Away. Just serious. Joe G. Assassin, thank you, brother. It's true, everything's permitted. Safe now in the arms of Justin Long. Got this one, Cindy. Hey, Cindy. What is happening? Let me just let's see here. Mitch. Yvonne. Okay, this one's new. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. All in gold. Okay. Caitlin, already got you. Got that one. Sydney, we got you. Let's see, Darren, I'm going to keep you open here. And let's see here. Yeah, so Nolan North he recorded at a completely different time. So let's go with Cindy here. Quote the picture with, "There's no greater glory than to find the truth." Fighting to find the truth. All right. We're going with the strike print. Nolan North is also a legend, right? That dude is a legend. Cindy. I'm going to get a better print for you. So one of the questions, I'll try and talk about this while I'm writing here. One of the questions I get is like, what am I up to now? So I was talking a little bit earlier in the stream that this year, like this past January, like my goal was to get on the socials and start connecting with Assassin's Creed fans. And that's definitely been a ton of fun this year, and I'm going to do a lot more of it. But the past couple of years, like since the pandemic, it's just like been full-time acting wise. So let's see here. There's no greater glory. Fighting. To find the truth. All right. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of TV work. So I did a 4-part arc recurring on SEAL Team on CBS as the big heavy on that one, and they got shot multiple times. Got to guest star on NCIS, which was awesome. Also on CBS. If there's any Bosch fans out there, let's see. Okay, I don't know who. There's no name on this one. Men must be free to do what they believe. It's not a right to punish one for thinking, no matter how much we disagree. In Blue Red Auto, you got it. Yeah, so Bosch, if you're a Bosch fan, I'm on Bosch Legacy and get to do this incredible stunt. It's so awesome. Basically, I get drowned at a fuel pump with gasoline. It's a cool stunt sequence on Bosch. And then Hulu has this show it's Emmy-nominated show now called Welcome to Chippendales, starring Kumail Nanjiani. Men must be free to do what they believe. I always get nervous on these longer quotes. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do no matter how much we disagree. All right. So yeah, welcome to Chippendales. Awesome. Great quote. I'm going to go over that autograph a little bit later after the live stream. Great quote. Yeah, welcome to Chippendales. Emmy nominated on Hulu. And it's a period piece that takes place in Hollywood in the 70s and 80s. And so, let's see, in gold. And I play a director, a famous, sort of iconic director named Peter Bogdanovich in the pilot, which was super cool to play like an actual person, especially like a Hollywood icon like Bogdanovich. And that was awesome. That was so cool. Let's see here. Nothing is true. And I don't know who to make it out to, but it doesn't say. Hey, thanks for being a fan. Thanks for doing this. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. And I'm going to check everything here after the live stream is over, make sure everything is right. I'll redo anything that's not right. Doesn't look right, or if I've misspelled something or whatever. I'll sign in gold. I like the gold. There you go, my friend. Thank you so much. Hope you love it. What are your thoughts on the movie? What are my thoughts on the movie? If I saw it, I definitely saw it. Why am I forgetting the actor's name? So I can't remember if it was that. I was talking to some fans. I can't remember when it was. And they'd asked me if, this was before the movie. And they'd ask, if they do an Assassin's Creed movie, would you want to be in it? And I sort of laughed because I was like, if they do an Assassin's Creed movie, they're not using me for the movie. They're gonna go with a heavy hitter. They're gonna go with a big star. And I'm trying to think of who was the and so at the time I was like, they're gonna go with Michael Fassbender, and they should go with a Michael Fassbender. Yes, thank you, the chill. And sure enough, it was Michael Fassbender, and I went in super excited. I was like, this is gonna be the video game movie that is gonna finally break the string of bad video game movies. And I got to tell you, I was bummed. I was disappointed. And here's the thing. With Assassin's Creed, all the games take you to an incredible place, right? And especially an incredible place in history. They find their way into history. And what they did in the Assassin's Creed movie is that when he was plugged into the Animus, you could see the Animus while he's doing his thing. And that was the bummer, is combining those things. They should have separated the Animus from the world when he went into the Animus. I think that I heard that Netflix is developing a show, and I really hope that in the show or any next Assassin's Creed, real live action project, they actually take and separate what's going on in the Animus world from the world of the assassin. Keep them separate and spend most of your time in that world of the assassin. That'll make it so much cooler. I think that's my personal take on it. So anyway, here's final things. So just in case any more orders come in, let me just look. And then again, like I said, I'll double check everything and make sure that everything's good. So I did Welcome to Chippendale. So let's see, SEAL Team, NCIS, Bosch, Welcome to Chippendales, and then The Chosen. So I don't know if you heard of The Chosen. The Chosen is getting humongous right now. It's a show. If you haven't heard of it, it's a show about the life of Jesus and the disciples. But it's not Christian TV or whatever. I, as part of my theater, when I went to uni for theater, we studied why faith-based stuff is not really typically good. It's because it's got a lot of rules. This is a prestige television show about the life of Jesus, and it's awesome. I was a fan of the show before I got cast, and got cast for season 3, and I'm coming back for season 4. And so season 4 is coming up here this October or something like that, and it's pretty awesome. Super excited about being part of that show. And right now, the writers and the actors, we're on strike right now, and so who knows when that'll be over. So I mean, I can't wait until it is, but a lot of things needs to be set right before it's done, before we get back to work. but eventually that's coming, and I can't wait to see what's next. And then if you have Netflix, I think in the past couple of years I've voiced like a dozen TV shows and movies for Netflix, and so that means is they buy a lot of foreign projects and they need dubbing into English, and so I've worked on everything from like a Danish rom-com to like an Egyptian thriller, to like I don't know. I mean, like from all different countries, Turkey, Germany, like all these different movies and TV shows. And so it's funny, sometimes friends will be like, I was watching this movie and falling asleep, and I think I felt like you were talking to me. And I was like, yeah, I was. So it's a ton of fun. But yeah, thank you, Dreamfall 72. You're the real deal, dude. I appreciate your love, and love that you are a fan of The Chosen as well. It's totally awesome. A couple more minutes here, and then I'll be signing off unless any more sales come through. One of the favorite things I got to work on. A couple of the favorite things I got to work on. If you ever seen Californication, I got to do the pilot for Californication and basically spent 2 days in the Egyptian theater wrestling with David Duchovny, like improvising insults at David Duchovny, and then he beat me up in the end. But that was a ton of fun, just to be in there with like 100 extras and wrestling and fighting with David Duchovny and just yelling insults at him. When am I going to be in a horror project? Dude, horror is wild. I would be in a horror project. I think a lot of them are really cool. I just saw that trailer for The Nun. Freaked me out, man. That was like, I've got that AMC subscription, so you can see movies like 3 movies a week or whatever. So I was like, I got to use it this week. So I went and saw Blue Beetle. It wasn't bad. It was fun. And they showed the trailer to The Nun. That freaked me out, man. That was crazy. Hey, if I have a horror audition, let's see how we do. We'll try it out. But it's not like the stuff that I lean to is like, I probably love all the same stuff that you love. Like if I watched Ahsoka at 6 p.m. as soon as it came out. I love the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. I love fantasy. Like I'm all into fantasy. There's an Assassin's Creed show. I'm there the minute it drops. Hopefully I can find my way into the show. But I will be there the day it drops to watch it. But then also like during like Oscar season, like all the prestige films come out. I love watching those. Like Banshees of Inisherin was awesome. Loved that. Everything Everywhere All at Once had me rolling. It was so much fun. Let's see. Yvonne Russell. How much are signed posters I want to order? Just link in my bio, man. And you can order. The signed prints are $40 each. And yeah, I like watching that. Like I like everything. I just don't like anything gratuitous. So if it's like gratuitous violence or gratuitous nudity or gratuitous cursing, I'm just not into it. But if it's there for a reason, then it's fair enough, and it's art, and I want to watch it. So I think that's it, guys. I think I'm going to sign off here. Thank you for jumping in on this live stream and hanging with me. I love Assassin's Creed. I'm so thankful for this, for you as a fan. Stay connected. If you've got cons or anything in your area that you want to see me at, send me a DM. I'll send it off to my rep, see if we can't make it happen. It is my goal this year to come to the UK at least once and to see if I can't make it at least over to the East Coast at least once. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the love. Love you back. Have a great day. And if you ordered, I'm going to check all this stuff, make sure it's all right, redo anything that needs to be redone, and it's going to be on its way to Streamily. You guys are the best. Appreciate you. Bye. And I'm just going to pull this off here and wrap this up.